Hello YouTube, this is my C++ Minecraft clone, and in this stream I'll do a summary of what happened in the previous streams because there are a lot of streams up till now. Then I'll go over what my plan is for today. I don't have a plan, but we'll think of a plan. Then we'll do some work, we'll chat around because here we talk in this stream. And at the end of the stream I'll do a summary of what happened today in this stream. So this is the second stream today. I'll give a summary of what you guys missed in the previous one, which was today. So here I changed the icons. For example, this redstone is now red and looks more like redstone. Hello Astoret, what's up? I'm not using the... Hello, what's up? Minecraft maxing. I'm not using the pixel art for the redstone dust. It's good enough like this. If it becomes a problem, I'll use the pixel art, just like in Minecraft. Here they use the pixel art, and for these ones as well. But it's not that bad. Like you can see, this is redstone dust. So I'm doing a summary of what we did. We did in the previous streams. I also added the lever and this repeater and the redstone block. And so the repeater, I can place it around however I like. I can increase the delay. I can give it signal. And it will give it back. I'll use the torch. We can give it signal and remove it. As of now, I don't have the delay. I decided to wait a bit until I add the delay. And also we can lock it. Did items rotation change? Yeah, and also the rotations changed. This piston was looking on the upside. And now it's looking towards here, and but that happened in the today's stream, the first one. I'm doing a summary of what changed. Is more optimized? No, it's not more optimized for sure. I haven't checked, but I can bet on it. And we can lock the redstone repeater. And so now it doesn't pass the signal because it's locked. I think doing sticky piston should be very easy with your existing code. Yeah, it will be easy. And if we unlock it and it gives out signal, and when we lock it with signal, now it continues to stay with that signal. I really like that we have locking. It's really cool. Also, why wasn't lighting a priority? The lighting doesn't look as close to Minecraft as it could. We'll figure out lighting. We'll figure it out. Because the goal is to implement redstone. Inventory items uses isometric perspective. They're fine. We can differentiate them. They're fine. How much out of 10 do you like? Fun, please answer. I don't get your question. I'll continue the summary. Yeah, you're right. Redstone has lighting. For example, the torch has a bit of lighting. It's not strong, but it has lighting. Here it's hard to tell. And that's why I haven't prioritized lighting. Here you don't notice the lighting from the redstone torch. Like, why should I prioritize lighting? It needs to be very dark. And here, sure, like lighting is important if we're in a cave. But we're outside, like we're just doing redstone. Other thing we did is we added the lever. That was from a previous stream. Yeah, from a previous stream we added the lever, which can give and remove signal. And also this, the repeater. The repeater cannot receive signal from the sides. That was difficult to do. but I managed to do it. Here it doesn't receive signal from the site. Like you'll be like, obviously repeater doesn't get signal from the site, but mine did, and now it doesn't, and I'm happy about it. Also, I added the Hello Gaming Studio, and I added the redstone block, which doesn't give signal as of yet. We did it at the last minute of the previous stream, and the cool part is this JSON model, because every model in Minecraft uses a JSON file to describe how to render it. And for just this simple block, it used 3 JSON files. And my game couldn't support it. So I had to make changes in the code. Here, let's move this here. I had to make changes to the code. Here is the... Where is the redstone block? Yeah, this is the redstone block. It has a parent, this cube all JSON. And what do we have there? Cube all has a parent cube. And cube doesn't have any textures. It just has one block with a few faces. And so now my project can support more parenting. Because before it supported having just one parent. And now it can have multiple parents, like now we have the redstone block. So if we're increasing the support of Minecraft blocks, it's easier and easier it is to implement them. And I automatically get the icon, even if it's something like this, the redstone, which should be the pixel art, but like it's fine. Hello application, what's up? Because he's doing to learn. What are you replying to? Why are you making these Minecraft calls? Because surely it isn't simply to learn. Do you have an end goal of making unique voxel engine? My end goal is... Oh, I closed this. Damn it. My end goal is to copy the redstone. Just the redstone. That's my end goal for this project. Like the first year was to learn, and I learned a lot. Now is to copy the redstone, and the end goal is once I have the redstone fully implemented, where it can support whatever Minecraft Java can support, then the ultimate goal will be to make my own project heavily inspired by redstone. And that project will be on Steam probably. So that's the new goal. Like, it's not new. We've talked about it in many streams when I was trying to decide where to go from here. Because obviously I cannot be coding Minecraft for my whole life. There needs to be some kind of a point. But I did learn a lot. And yeah, thank you, United States. You're correct that I'm doing it to learn. And yeah, it's fun for me. You planning on adding survival to this? No, we have survival in the Java clone. We already did survival. Now we're doing redstone. I don't care about the resume. Like, if I care about the resume, it's better to have job experience than a cool project. But sure, it would help on a resume, but it's not my goal. Like, that's a boring goal, to make a project just for the resume. Like, that's so boring. For me personally. Yeah, we have survival in the Java clone. Like, I don't care about survival. I care about just redstone. I only want redstone. I just want to focus on the redstone. Visual Studio is heavier and you can compile easily. VS Code cannot do what I want it to do. It can, but it's more easier in Visual Studio. In Visual Studio it's a lot easier handling CMake. Everything is automated. It's just plug and play. It's very easy. That's why I'm in Visual Studio. Have to sleep by application, add a real atom simulation. I'd rather use lightweight. Well, that's personal preference. You can use whatever you want. Oh, very interesting. So like Minecraft block game, but engineering based. Yeah, imagine if Redstone was a whole game. That will be my own project, but that's for the future. After this one, if you publish on Steam, Microsoft probably will take it down. If I publish this game, but I'm talking about when I make my older game, when I make a new game, that will be on Steam. This will never be on Steam. Like obviously Microsoft will not like it if I upload this on Steam. Could you add fun to the game? I don't understand what you mean. Careful not to be sued if this goes open source. This is not open source. What kind of game would you make? It will be just heavily inspired by Redstone. I haven't started making it. Will it be kind of like the create mode? No, create mode is on its own class. I cannot do the create mode. It's very cool, the create mode. Why you are using Java and not C++? I'm using C++. His old. Did you do observers? I haven't. What's up? What's up? Have you ever gotten particles? I haven't started on particles. I think what matters here is the functionality, not really the visuals. Yeah, here the focus is functionality more. But particles present their own unique challenges. Are you planning to add fun to the game? I don't get your question and you're just repeating it. Ask it in a different way. Can you make... Like, do you mean survival mode? Sushi. Do you mean like, by fun, do you mean survival mode? Can you showcase what you have done so far? I did it in the start of the stream. For the new game, would you make new textures? Yeah, I would have to make my own textures. Somehow. They will be programmer art. It will be very ugly textures. You sound like you are getting rage baited by some of these comments. What do you mean? Will you add commands or just chat? What is just chat without commands? It's not a priority. If you make a game inspired by Redstone, what would be the goal of the game? It will be a sandbox experience where you just mess around with engineering stuff. Most people will not see fun in that kind of game. It's very niche. It would be a very niche game, but it was something I would imagine like Unreal Engine has these blueprints. Unreal Engine blueprints. Like it has 2D, yeah, these guys. Like, and this is 2D visual programming. And my thing will be 3D visual programming. Let's say. I don't know. We'll see about it. But that's how I see Redstone. Adding what would be the goal? Are you adding the new copper? No. How much fun is the game? That's not me to judge how much fun. For me it's 10. I have fun making it. But how much fun playing it is, you cannot play this. I cannot answer. Also probably important later down the line is slime blocks, because a lot of Redstone, yeah, we'll think about slime. Have you implemented Pistons pushing blocks? No. Currently rage baited by my can't load anything except ads. Currently Pistons do not push blocks. They just eat them alive. The block is gone. The block state is still here, but this is from the piston head. And we have to decide what are we going to do today. Maybe to add the, if we have extracted, why not make the creative mode inventory complete? It's like, this is all the items I have. What do you mean complete? Like, I don't have any other items. What do you think about making what you have now into a voxel framework? This is too early to answer. Way too early. We want to make the a simple 2x2 door. That's what we want to make. And we need sticky pistons for that. We need sticky pistons, so this here, here, this here. This is here. Another block here, here. This block like this. Here we have the door. We'll use just a lever. We'll just use a lever like this. Here we have redstone going like this, like that, and we have the door. It's very simple. It's very simple. This is what we want to do. This is the goal. I would like to do it in this stream. It's very simple. But we don't have this logic where this block gets affected from the torch. And we don't have this logic where this block gets affected by the redstone. And where it powers off the redstone torch. We don't have this. Hello, am I on mute? Well, everybody is on mute. You're just typing. Do you have an asset extractor? Would you rather have 9% fun for every fun in the Sushi? What are you talking, man? It doesn't need all the blocks. And plus would be useless without functionality. I like the way Gaming Studio is thinking. He has been joining previous streams and he has helped many times when I had problems. I like the way Gaming is thinking. Add buttons in this stream too, maybe. The Minecraft looks way better. Did you call this? This is the original Minecraft. What do you think is better, Godot or fun? Sushi, please, relax. Relax, Sushi. An asset extractor is a mod program that extracts all game assets. I don't have an asset extractor. So we've gathered here. Now we've gathered, we can start focusing at rocket ship. Let's add the sticky piston. Let's add the sticky piston. This is the sticky piston. It's a simple JSON file. We just need to copy paste it in my project here. Oh, I already have it. Let's replace it actually. Let's replace it. And where is the sticky piston? Here. We need to rename this. Template piston. Piston bottom. Top sticky. Piston side. Do I have that texture? Yeah, I have it. Piston top sticky. So the next step in order to add a block is we need to change the ID. No, we already have a piston, but we need a new ID actually. We need a new ID. Because this is probably a different block type. Yeah, this is sticky piston. We need a new ID. We'll call it sticky piston. And let's copy over the existing piston. Actually, let me think about it. Extended facing. What is the block state of the piston? It's just extended. But it's very similar as the piston. I don't like that we are just copying and pasting it, but it's not that bad. And what about the piston head? The chat is... Let me see the chat. What's up with the chat? Day 3 waiting for, it says it's not supposed to be a full clone. Yo, just tune in. What's the topic and progress? Topic is to make a 2x2 piston door. You can already get. So I did my clone. Have you ever typed what's your password wrong? Sounds familiar. My clone is bare bones. Are you a contributor? Just do it. Okay, no. Why did you do a no talk stream? What do you mean no kill? I did more than just one no talk stream. But we do a lot of progress in them. I cannot talk in that stream because it will be 6 hours of talking every day. And I'll not be able to do that. I know my limits. Even 3 hours every day talking is too much for me. But 6 hours would be impossible. So the alternative to no talking stream would be just one stream. Piston head. I need to see the block state of the piston head. Let's extend this. This is the piston head. And it has a type if it's sticky or not. What about the regular piston? Is the same for it as well. Type normal and sticky. So we need in the properties to add a new one here. Piston head type normal and sticky. And we need to convert it to string if we want to. Piston head type. Like this. And let's actually use it. We need it in block. Piston head type, and by default type will be normal. Type will be normal, and when generating the mesh, here it depends on the type. If type is normal, else JSON model file name will be piston head. And here this will be piston head sticky, I think. Piston head sticky, like this, like that, like that. And now we need and now we need the sticky piston. Sticky piston, sticky piston, and it's the exact same logic. I actually don't know. We need, I think it would be easier to just have a type piston template and to inherit it. That would be way easier. Because the only difference is the JSON file name. Generate mesh. Yeah, generate mesh is the only part that will be different. Okay, let's copy this. Let's actually rename this to piston template. Like that, and I'll copy this, and now and here I'll just inherit the piston template like this, and the same for the regular piston. and I want to override the generate mesh. Here, only generate mesh to be taken, like this. Will this be possible? And also, no, I can just use the piston itself. But it doesn't have a property if it's sticky or not. It's an entirely different block. It's a different block entirely. On placement will be the same. On update will be the same, I think. Yeah, let's try to give some kind of implementation. Here, like this, and we need to copy over the previous implementation. Here, this. And copy it here. This is for the piston. And here will be kind of the same. Here we'll use, it needs to be the sticky version. Oh, it's the same base as well. It's the same base. No, here it needs to be piston. Don't we have piston sticky? Let's search for the model. Yeah, sticky piston. Sticky piston. That's the only difference. Let's see even now how it is. Here it's piston. Sticky piston is sticky piston, like this. And let's see what we get in the game. Yeah, here we have sticky piston and we have the regular piston. But when extended, and it has the exact same logic, but when extended, it will spawn this version. It needs to change its type. It needs to change the type. So here the template where we need the custom on signal received. Needs to be custom. Here the piston head needs to be sticky, I think. And here it is. Let's remove it. This is the sticky piston, this is the regular one. So what do we have here? Like this. Yeah, this is the regular one, and this is the sticky piston. The only difference is here we need piston head block state, sticky, or like type. It needs to be the sticky type. Now it should work. Now we should have sticky piston, at least as a mesh. Yeah. We have sticky piston, at least as a mesh. We need to give it some logic. Am I aware of what? I didn't read chat. I missed chat. Learned this in high school, but now you copy the code, so then piston template is useless. Piston template is fine. It still has the block state fields. Hi. Do pistons actually move? No, but we can easily make them move. I like the inventory. Yeah, I also like it. No, the piston template is fine. Piston template is fine. Let's make it possible to move blocks. And we need to fix this. Here we're not destroying the block state. When I left click, sure, it gets destroyed. Needs to be destroyed. Remember how much time passes between a... Sushi, you're just trolling. Sushi, we're serious people here. We're very focused people. Sushi, this is a very boring stream. Would you rather focus or make a Minecraft clone? I focus on the no talking streams. I do a lot more progress there. Here it's mostly chatting with chat. Like I don't do much progress in these talking streams. Here I get distracted a lot. Let's make it possible now to move blocks. No, before that we need to fix this bug where it has this block here, invisible block. This is, the block state is not removed. I need to remove it. Which is not the most exciting thing, but it needs to be done. I'll just look at how I do it when I destroy a block with left click. Yeah, mouse button left. I set the block. Oh, clear block state. Perfect. And set position dirty. Clear block state. Perfect. So let's go to the block. Here, piston. On signal received. Actually, I could have made in the template a function that abstracts away the code here and has a signal if it's for a sticky or not. Yeah, we can do that. What's the only difference? Is here just the name? And on signal received, it's here one-liner difference. I'll figure it out some other time. Here, set block type air, and here we need world, clear block state, piston head, like this. And now it should be done. It was a one-liner. Didn't you try to do set block type before? I've probably removed dot code the first attempt because it was a bad one. Yeah, now the block state is cleared. Now it's perfect. Let's do a commit. Have sticky piston like this. And what's next? Now they actually need to start working. We need this piston to push and this to push and pull blocks. So if I put a block here, it needs to move it around and not delete it. And it needs to be 12 blocks. I think it should be 12. Let's see how much the limit is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 12. 12 blocks. Will it move 12 blocks? Yes. Ah, but it brought back just one of them. Okay, let's do 13 blocks. No, it cannot do 13. That's interesting. And here, is it the same? Probably. You should check if it's movable first, maybe. Yeah, it manages to move 12 and it cannot move 13. Let's try to implement that, because in my world it cannot move even one block. And how am I going to do that? Well, the only place I can change is here. Here is when we push. We can focus just on the regular piston. Here on signal received is this part. It sets the block after it to be piston head. And before it does that, it needs to save the block type and it needs to push it. So it needs to, where is it? Here. It needs to, let's just focus on one block. This block here, it needs to check, like usually if there is nothing here, it will just replace this to be the piston head. These are just two blocks. I don't have the animation. And if there's a block here, it needs to check, okay, here, there's a block here. It needs to remove it. It needs to place it here and have its head teleported here. We don't have animations. That's kind of the idea. But can it move stuff with a block state? Can it move a lever? No, it breaks it. Can it move another piston? It has a block state. It manages to move it. Can it move a piston that is extended? Can it move that? A piston that is extended? No, it cannot. That's interesting. Okay, what if here we have a torch? Oh, but it extends it. What if here we have a lever? Can it move? Like, it can move the piston. Can it move the piston when there's a lever here? Or it will just destroy it? Yeah, it manages to do it. Can it move sand? Sand. Can it move sand? It moves it, and what if here there's a hole? Will the sand fall? Ah, yes, the sand fell. The sand fell. How are we going to do this? Let's do it the simplest way possible. I have to think about it. If you move the sun too fast forward, I believe it will float. I think any non-solid block gets destroyed. We need to start from somewhere. We need to start from somewhere. It's most blocks that need to be supported that is broken. It's possible to make Minecraft clone on a phone. I don't get your question. Let's make it move something, whatever it is. Let's make it move something. So here, what would be the logic? What do we do here? Here we have the neighbor where we need to place the piston head, and we are setting it to be the piston head. What do we do? We set, what do we do? Get block state. We get the block state of the piston head. Set block type. Okay, it says the block state here. Okay, so this not only sets the block type, but it also initializes the block state. It only really pushes and pulls where it's facing unless you have like sticky blocks. So here we set the type, and here piston head block. Here we change its state to be facing the same way, and we call the on placement, but we don't need the on placement as of now. So here we set head state, and here we just spawn the piston head. That's it. So we need extra logic before this. Check if in front has block. We need to check if in front of us we have already a block. So we need to check the block type if it's air or not. If piston head get block type is air, if it's air, if it's not air, we need to keep block state as well. Yeah, we need to do it. We need to do it as well. It's going to be difficult because, but even though it's difficult, we just need to simplify it. We need to do the naive approach first. That's the easiest way to solve a difficult problem, is to solve its easier version. And what's the simplest version here? It would be to not have this support of like 12 blocks. That's the easiest version. To just support one block. We just need to simplify it. If there is a block here, and to ignore block state, let's also ignore block state. We need to keep it as simple as possible. If here it's not air, so this is not air, we need to destroy it. And we need to, we don't even need to destroy it, the head will replace it. We need to just place it here, the same block type, and here we need the piston head, and that's it. It's very simple. And let's do that. If it's not air, we will get the next position. Position, details, the next position. It will be the piston head get facing in the same direction, and next position set block type to be the piston head get block type, like this, very easy. And it will handle the rest. And we need to clear the block state maybe, but that's fine. You can send job application to Mojang, but there is no Mojang where I live. I need to move and relocate, and I don't want that. Which piston did we change? Was it the regular or the sticky piston? I forgot. We'll notice it ourselves. I think it was the sticky. Yeah, it was the sticky. Oh, the ambient occlusion is staying here. Oh, wait a minute. We moved something. Oh, we didn't change we didn't re-render it. Oh yeah, we didn't re-render it. Okay, we changed the regular one. So we need to set the next position. How much hours did you code for making this? This is in 3 weeks, kinda, more than 3 weeks, and I don't know how many hours. I have no idea. Okay, we pushed the block. We pushed the block, and let's add a new piston here. See, chat, we did it. Progress. Activate them both. It will break them. It will destroy this. Okay, what happened? I just need to set a limit to not be movable. Just when I press this, to not extend this. I just need to set a limit. It's fine. It's fine. Let's do the sticky piston. Let's do the sticky piston. It's the same logic. Set block type is the same logic, but when I bring it back, it needs to get back the block. I need to, let's see. What do I need to do? May I ask how old are you? I'm in my 20s. That's enough. I'm old. Not that old. Let me think about it. Here we need to bring back the block. But how are we going to do that? We need to check if it's type air. position details, next position, position head, get facing. Older than me. I know this is unrelated, but yeah, it's a bit unrelated. Just a bit. I know. I think you've posted comments on the YouTube videos. I've noticed you. I read the YouTube comments. Well, I cannot read all of them. Like sometimes there are too many. But I've noticed you've commented before. Yeah, here is piston head. If the block type is not air, we will set it to air. We'll set that position. We'll set the position in front of the position in front of the piston will be the block we are trying to pull back. And then next position will be air. Next position. Now it should be able to bring it back. Yeah, now it brings it back. Now it's sticky. And now we can do this piston. And we're getting closer to making a door. We're getting closer. Height limit? Yeah, there's a height limit. Look at how small this space is. What if you move block contains data? It will lose that data. I've simplified it. What happens if you try the piston height limit? We need to go really high to try that. As of now, it's not a problem with the data. When it becomes a problem, I'll fix it. But as of now, it ignores the block data. When it becomes a problem, I'll fix it, because it will be easier to fix it then, when it breaks something. I think there should be less cactus. They look weird. How do they look weird? What do you mean? Okay, we have both pistons. Both pistons work. What's next? Let's see what's next. They're way less than this. We can easily lower them. My idea is to implement redstone. Just redstone. So, our pistons move blocks back and forth. What do you mean, Maskili? What do you mean? I had to think about to understand logic behind it. I've read your messages, but there was no question. Like I read it in my mind, not out loud. But I didn't see a question. The only thing we're missing is powering the blocks. That's the only thing. Yeah, it's when we power it like there were 3 examples. They used a lamp to represent this. They used lamps, and there were 3 cases. One like this, then like this, and then with this. Three cases. And here what was it actually? It was something more as well. Like here, look at how in this case it just powers the lamp. Here it powers the torch as well, and here the dust as well. There are 3 possible cases, and my game needs to support this somehow. Because look at how here this block is giving signal because of this. How would this be possible? We can easily, like here, we can easily send power. We already do this. It sends power, and here it will get the power here to this block, but this block doesn't implement our interface for receiving signal and handling it. So every block should have default implementation on signal received. Every block. So when this block receives a signal, or this block, every block, if they receive a signal, man, this would be so... I think it's best to leave this. We'll not be doing the door. I think it's best if we leave this. This is this needs a little bit more thinking. If we rush it now, we'll do a bad approach. And this is something very important. We don't want to mess this up. We will focus on something else. The minecart. Chat, we need to focus on something else. Okay, how does your engine render? Oh, let me move to my project when I'm talking about it so that people don't think the Minecraft one is mine. How does your engine render different block models? Yeah, just the block JSON. Just the block JSON. Oh, here it's not updating this part. Yeah, here it's not re-rendering this. Because notice how the ambient occlusion stays here. That's also a bit of a problem. But that's for future me to figure out. We need to decide what else to do. It would be easier to just implement a new block. The lamp, chest, comparator, buttons, hopper, let's actually finish the redstone block. It doesn't give signal. If we... Oh, I closed the game. The redstone block doesn't give signal. Yeah, it doesn't. Oh yeah, the lamp. The lamp is helpful as well. We can easily do it. Let's add the lamp. Indirect and direct power. That's interesting. Wait a minute, I can add a function different than this redstone signal receiver interface. I could just have two functions, like soft power and strong power for a block. And so when a block doesn't implement this interface, I'll give it like either soft or strong power, one of the other. And soft powering will just give out like signal to neighbors. Like the upward one, and strong powering to the other neighbors maybe. So where would that logic be? Here, here. Receiver on update and send position 30. Like this. So here else, if it's not a redstone signal receiver, then to maybe call a function called soft power or like strong powering, and it will just give out a signal. and it can be depending on the power level of the incoming power. Why? Because like here you notice how it depends on the, where is our examples? Here. Like you can notice the strongest powering is from the repeater. What if it's the torch? Oh, the torch is different. Yeah, it needs to be specifically from the repeater. Oh, yeah, the repeater. Oh, this powers the repeater. The soft powering. Oh. And this doesn't power the repeater. Yeah, interesting. Wait a minute, this is powering the... Oh yeah, it is. How's it going? Where are you at? I don't know, man. I don't know where we're at. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out soft and strong powering. Was it called like that? You need it for the door. Strongly powered and weakly powered. Yeah, this is it. I would need the source ID. Different lamp output colors? We don't need to do that. Why would we need to do that? I would need here this lamp, the only thing it knows is the power level it gets. It's 15. It gets it 15 and it gets the coordinates of where the power is coming from. That's the only data we get. But we need more data, also the ID of the incoming power. We need the ID as well of the incoming power. So if it gets power from a repeater, it needs to be strongly powered. If it gets it from something else, it needs to be soft powered. Wait a minute, but this block has a block state, and it even has it will implement the interface that it receives power. This receives power. And even though it receives power, it can also act as a soft and weak source. Detective Jones, as I look at your name, it describes, I relate to the name detective. Now we are acting as a detective trying to figure out how have they done it. Shouldn't be handled from the perspective of the repeater instead of the receiver. Let me think about that. If it's handled from the repeater, it cannot be handled from the repeater because it will break the order. It will break the order. it will break the order because here, for example, it all the signals go inside of a queue, and this like here when I like here, this is the best example I can give, like this. So here the redstone torch gives out signal, and the torch doesn't handle the giving out of signal, it just requests signal is given, but when it will be given we don't know, because if the torch handles, like you suggest here the repeater to handle it, if the torch handled it, it will first go here and like start working here, and it will start like a depth first search. It will, because once it starts, it cannot stop. This is for the propagation of the signal. And so that's why it does a request for this and this block. And when we go over the request, we go over in the right order. We'll go over here, here, and then here, and then here, then here, here, then here, here, and it will be the proper order. And that's why here, if we handle it from the perspective of the repeater, it will be handled immediately, which is bad. The ordering matters. Do you want to fully simulate Minecraft Redstone? Yeah, I want, but if I'll manage to do it, we'll see. Nothing is guaranteed. Yeah, we can think about it. We could do it if like the block, every block will have a property if it can be powered or not, like this. Strongly and weakly powered. It will have a property if it supports it some way. And here the lamp has that property. If it has that property, when we call the powering, either weak or strong powering, it will first check that property. And if it has it, it will activate it, the specific powering, which is the same logic everywhere. Yeah, we can do it. It's easy. We can do it. Here we can do block state. We need to check the incoming, from what the signal is coming from. We have the source position, the receiver position, and the incoming power, but we need the source type as well, I think. Do we use it anywhere? Only here. We need to go back. To the blocks. Where exactly? Seems like repeater gives a power of 2. It should give power of 15 always. What was I going to do? Yeah, here for the block. This strongly powered and weakly powered. Let's do those functions. Void strongly powered, weakly powered, weakly powered. And this will be dependent on the type. And what will be the type? What should be the type? If it's solid block, let's see what the type should be. Which blocks can get strongly and weakly powered? Chat, do you know? I have no idea. Conductive blocks. I need to read all of this off stream. Let's leave this for some other time. I'll read this off stream. I need to read it off stream. I'll bookmark it. Let's not do it now. I'll leave it for some other time. Let's make the redstone block give out power. It should be on placement. Just like the torch. Yeah, it's exactly like the torch. That's exactly the same thing. Torch on placement and removal. And let's test it out. That should be it. Oh, sorry, my bad. Yeah, now it works. On removal didn't work. Why? I have no idea why. Oh, let's try if we need to update the mesh. I think. Hello, Creeper, what's up? Yeah, I need to do that. And let's see. What's the state? 15. It's not changing the power. Why? Send power 0. On removal, rest on block. Oh, maybe it's not calling on removal. Maybe. Set block type error. So how does it work for the torch then? Let's do a debug. Yeah, it worked before. I don't know why it's still working. What are you working on today? I have no idea. We start one thing and then it breaks. I have no idea. Oh, it's not being called. Yeah, it's not being called, the function. But for the torch is being called maybe. Yeah, the torch works. So if it's just the torch, it works for some reason. Where do we call it? Here, we call it here, clear block state. When we clear the block state. So let's clear it before this. Notice that redstone torch. Well, Minecraft Studio. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Vim plugging. I thought he already made it. That's in the Java clone. Hey George, what's up? It's going well. It's going well. It's still not working. It's not going well, George. George. Sorry, George Snow. No, Jon Snow. Why are you not Jon Snow? Why are you George Snow? Even worse. Don't call me anything. On removal is being called. On removal is called here when I clear the block state. Oh, because it doesn't have a block state. That's why. That's the only difference. It doesn't have a block state. Then how am I going to do it? It doesn't have a block state. Because the redstone block has no data here. How is your structure? But I think we'll do a block class. Inheriting from block. Yeah, that's what it's doing. So some stupid data and delete and then problem solved. Don't worry, George. Don't worry, Snow. Let me think about it. I want on removal. Yeah, here. Set block type. Let's set it to save some kind of a block state. Let's do it. I'll figure it out some other time. Let's give it a block state. Has block state. True. You have block state now. Even though it's empty. Now it will work. Yeah, now it works. What's next? We have one issue when here I continue this, the signal doesn't continue. I need to reset the signal and then it continues. That's one thing we could do. Why does chat appear on his screen before in here? The stream made me check out C++. Just a Java dev. Hello, Napo. I'll call you Napoleon. Hello, Napoleon. Even though your name is not even close to Napoleon. It's just variant model. Make placing a redstone next to powered redstone component. Update that component. Did you know Madbat Wings has never made a 3x3 door? I didn't know that. That's interesting. Does it work even if you place down the redstone after the redstone block? No, it doesn't. That's why I'm strategically just replacing this. If I place it now, it doesn't do it. Eric Williams, I didn't like how you... Who's Eric? Why do you have a little Among Us? Why do we have Among Us in the chat? When we doing player movement, I think that's the most important. Yeah, player movement would be helpful. I wonder how do you call faces when blocks have irregular shapes from the JSON files? I just don't. Here the cactus hasn't called the face. These blocks do not call, but the other blocks call. What if we do the anvil? Yeah, even the anvil. Chat, what should we do? I think Minecraft calls them somehow. Really, let's look at what Minecraft does. If they actually call anything. Let's go in spectator. And let's check out the cactus. Quality of life features. Slow down the camera with shift. Using AI. I avoid using AI. I have used AI. but I avoid using, especially for this project. For this project, like you can just look at the streams. Like everything I code on the project, I've streamed. Yeah, here they have culling. You can see nothing. Oh wait, I forgot. Shift makes camera go down. I wonder how they're culling these. I don't care. But let's spawn the anvil. Give S anvil. Let's spawn it. Game mode creative. Okay, I didn't get it. I gave myself an anvil, but I don't see it. Main bottleneck is Raylib. I will not comment. Game mode spectator. Yeah, even the anvil they call it, but just this bottom part. And maybe inside as well. They're doing very well, actually. They're not killing everything, but they're doing fine. Like, they're doing fine. That's impressive. Yeah, that's Minecraft. That's not my game. My game does not kill it. My game does it very simple. Because why should I kill it? Like, we don't have 1 million anvils. Hi, Pizza, what's up? Yeah, wait. Yeah, they probably specified the JSON. Yeah, the JSON has it. The JSON has it. Where is the anvil? Here. They have curl face. Here. Curl face down. They curl the faces. And I actually use this culling. I use it not for every item. I use it for the regular blocks because they're easy to do. Here I have this culling. Curl face top, north, south, west, east. For the grass block I do it. I follow for the grass block. Have you seen Fable? There is no Fable anymore. They removed Fable. There is no more Fable. They shut it down. Should use culling for them. Coding, performance. Mr. Snow, what performance? We just have cactuses. What performance? Performance is fine. Performance is fine. When we reach the you're right, performance. But that's for the future. It's fine. Well, later and you'll regret not doing it. Yeah, but that's for later. That's for later. You should let us play test it and break it. I would want you guys to play it, but I cannot give it to you because I'll have problems with Mojang. And I'll have to delete everything and say I'm sorry. I don't know. Yeah, future me will figure it out. Future me will love me for this. Could remove the textures. What about the models? I'm still using the models. I'll have to remove the models and what every player will. And my models are a bit different. They're not the same like the JSON file. Like not only the player needs to find these JSON files somehow, because the ones I'm using got deleted. There were downloadable on the internet and now they're not. So not only they somehow have to find the JSON files, but they need to change them exactly like I have them. Here the parenting, I've changed it. Here I use cube JSON, but they use different naming. So only people that will benefit are those that want to see the code. Get someone make them for you? What do you mean? Mojang owns the specific cube models of the piston. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to risk it. Like, why should I risk it? You get them from the jar, and there is a website and other places can get them on. Then they obfuscate their code. You can look how they do it. Then I'll be even in more trouble. Then I'll not be able to release code if I'm using their code. Then I'm even more at a bad spot. That also changes them. Then by accident linker is by accident. Now that you have typed that idea, I cannot do it. By accident link a resource link. Now I cannot do it. Thank you, Snow. You can download the jar files from the wiki. You should implement a button. Hi, what's up, OneFlex? What's up? How's it going? Oh no, something happened. The code in streaming for the second time today. Yay, and with voice. So you're from the first stream. Yeah, here if we place a redstone block here, it duplicates it. It duplicates it. Oh, if we have a diamond, oh no, it will not. Yeah, powering should be directional, you're right. You're clever, Snow. You do know something. Redstone. I make Java mods. I sadly no. No. Why do you mean sadly? Why do you mean sadly? Oh, we're at the limit, I think. Here this doesn't render. Huh. Here it doesn't render. We're at the limit. How far can we go up? And why doesn't it render? New bug unlocked. Hello, great work. Will you implement TNTs? I have TNTs, but not in this project. You should add custom debug block. Send the code by accident. By accident. How far can this go up? Is there a limit? Oh, there is a limit. I cannot go more up. This is the limit. It's here. I cannot go more up. Send me the code by accident. 8-bit limit. And here it doesn't render. It renders just this little region here. Data-driven system? No. No. This is a priority. Yes, okay, Snow. Since you said yes, you changed my mind. Are you not updating the culling when blocks are broken? I'll see what the problem is. You will implement it? Amazing. Go through every line of the code slowly and by accident people can copy it. Your next project is about redstone, right? Well, that's the idea. Do you have ambient occlusion? Yes, we have ambient. This is ambient. I already been copying this amazing tutorial. I already been... Yeah, George, nice. This is what I want to figure out. Why here it doesn't render. This is what I'll focus on. Because this is important. Redstone better than bedrock. You're not rendering subchunks. I'll see what I'm doing or not. It's where we request mesh generation. Here. Alright. Here, and I'm probably not requesting all the meshes. Generate mesh on y-axis. And here, the y-axis. What do I do with it? It's from world height. Oh my god. What am I doing here? If y is greater or equal than 0. Oh, Male. Oh, it's the same again. Oh, come on. I had hopes. Let's go to the upside. And to the up is the same. Oh, come on. Generate mesh. Request mesh generation. Subchunk offset. Oh, what's the world height? Let's see the world height. You're right. It's 15 subchunks. So it should be 15 by 16 by 16. 240 blocks. $15 blocks. No, it's not 15 blocks. Is it not generating the mesh? I'm not sure. It looks like 15. Let me think about it. It's probably when we want to replace the mesh, when we update the mesh. It's probably there. Set position dirty. And where do I manage this? World. Update subchunk mesh. I go over all the subchunks and I do update model mesh. It's probably here. Let's test it. Why don't you just test what happens if you set the world height to like 30? It's fine. Like, we do have the blocks. Like, the world height is not the issue. Like, this is still the world height. It just doesn't have the mesh. And now we'll actually test it. We'll do a test and it will give us an answer most likely. If we do a breakpoint here. Okay, it goes here. Let's see if it goes to unload model. It doesn't. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So let's change that. Let's change that. Like this. And now let's do it. Now it works. Now it works. Let's do to release. And now we can go up. It's because of the inventory, the hotbar. It works with the mouse as well. Because I'm using the same here, the GUI is an item slot which has a highlight on hover, and here it doesn't need this logic here. And just the mouse sometimes go down there, and that's why it hovers. Do you have to render GUI manually? Or is it easier? It's easier in Raylib. Because you have meshes, you have models. It's way easier in Raylib. You have text. Okay, this is the final. Like here, there is nothing beyond this. This is the limit. We can go very high. Yeah, it kills the top. Because by default, if there is no subchunk neighbor, like the default type here will kill it. That's the default. Because it will kill. Actually, I don't care, man. Like, who will reach the top? I'm using Raylib for many reasons. Man, we reached quite a big height. And let's see how much down we can get. Set the height limit to 100 to test performance. We don't need it. This height is enough for most redstone contraptions. We'll even have enough VRAM for that. What do you mean? Like the data uploaded to the GPU for the vertices? It should be able to handle. Maybe. Have a set render distance to 1 million. The game will not be able to handle it. Man, how far down this goes. We've gone far enough, man. Should add bedrock at the bottom? I don't think you have negative Y limit. What do you mean? Like, this is not infinite, it should stop at some point. $15 subchunks at the top and bottom. No, it's in total that much. Man, how far did it go? Come on, I thought it would be way faster to reach the bottom. Come on. Oh, we reached the bottom. This is the bottom. Look at how big this world is. And how far off it reaches. No mesh under the world limit. If I have mesh under the world, it doesn't need to render that mesh because it will lower the FPS. Like every triangle you draw, because the GPU draws in triangles, every additional triangle that needs to be drawn lowers the FPS. And why would I need to draw the triangles under the world? I don't need to. Nobody will see it. Could it be possible to open source this? Everybody asks that. And the answer is always the same. You should probably add buttons. Buttons. Yeah, we can add them, why not? Let's add buttons. Let's add buttons. Let's do a commit. Drawing mesh for all sub chunks. Just so you have something to do. Thank you for giving me something to do. I did quite a lot in the first stream today, and now I'm just let's find the buttons. Let's find the buttons. Button. You did a lot, I slept. You're so close to achieve your goal. Which goal from all of them? Stone button. Parent button, just button. All the goals. Button. Let's do oak button. Couple more streams now, bro. I swear. What do you mean? Oak button. What other button there is? Stone button. Yeah, button pressed. Oak button pressed. There should be stone button. Add them all, they're just variations basically. I will not add them all because I need to make changes in them. Probably only need oak and stone. But where's the stone? This is oh, this is stone. Yeah, I'm blind. Let's add them. Sure, fine. And now, where is it? Where are the buttons? Sand, stone, stone button. And the parent is this. We need to change it. This is what I meant why I don't want to add them. It's because I need to change the parenting. Stone button pressed. JSON and then the oak. And then the oak. Where is the oak? Here. JSON. Yeah, the ones with the plus. Yeah, you're right. And now the next step, in order to add a block, we need to add an ID. Oak button. Stone button. It's just that. And then we need to create a block for it. How hard would it be? So you can import like basic super fast world. But freestone contraptors. Yeah, we need to add that. Importing Minecraft worlds. That would be helpful, but not as of now. Is how long they stay pressed for, and also the mesh, the JSON mesh they're using. Let's do button template. Button template. And let's do stone button. And an oak button. And what state does it need to have? What's the state? What the face, facing and powered. Face, facing and powered. Face, facing and powered, like this. So the default face will be wall, I think. Facing will be north. Facing. Transparent, sure. Let's remove this. The collision box will be the same always. So where's the button? Where's the button? So 506, 506, which will change actually. Button. It will change. 506, 11 to 10. 11 to 10. This is for the block outline, which I also call collision box, because I'm using it for the raycast. The same thing that I use for the block outline, I'll be using for the collision. And so I just called it collision box, which actually needs to get rotated for sure. But I don't handle that as of now. On placement, on removal, and we need to handle generation of mesh. Let's copy one of the other ones. This. And we have if it's pressed or not. Powered, but here if it's powered or not. Powered. Stone button like this. Facing, sure. And we'll copy the same for the oak one. Here will be just oak. Oak button. And let's do the block factory. And here, stone. And here, oak. And let's see, do we have them inside of the world? Or if we have a crash. It cannot find the oak texture. Look at how it doesn't have a texture. But let's spawn it either way. Even though it doesn't find a texture. What is that? That's the button. But it cannot find a texture. And transparent, let's do this through. And let's set up the texture. Here, what should be the texture? Oak lock and oak lock top. What? Where is the oak lock? Oh, oak lock. I think yeah, oak lock and oak lock top. I have them. Hey, what's up, what's up? It uses oak planks. It uses oak planks. Oak button, oak planks. Okay, you're right. Oak planks, yeah. Yeah, you guys are right. I'm just maybe a bit tired. Let's give them coordinates. Where is the planks? Yeah, here. 160 and 0. Like this. Now it will have a texture. Yeah, now it has a texture. And it's on the ground. I cannot do it on a wall. And let's make it possible to right click it. CSS, lucky you, no, lucky you. What do you mean lucky you? I spent time learning it. What do you mean lucky me? It's not like I was born knowing it. Lucky you. Button on right click. Let's do this. On right click. And here, true powered equals true. And now let's see the right click and I'll see what you typed. Yeah, we can right click it, but it stays powered for forever. We need to use redstone ticks. And after a few ticks, this to get back to how it was. But that's cool. Buttons. Let's see what you said. I don't think he's trying to implement it in a way that's easily extendable, but I mean, it's not like it's that bad. He's more spending time on the functionality. I'm just doing my best, guys. Like, I'm learning. I'm just learning. About the redstone powering, maybe all you need to add in the signal structure is the directionality. Only emits in one direction, then it's strongly powered. Then this will be useful for observers. I don't get you. I mean, it's alright. Kinda cool he got this far. Stone is 20 ticks and wooden is 30 ticks. Thank you, gaming. You're very helpful. But we need to implement it to do it. So 1 second and 1.5 seconds, respectively. Actually, like redstone dust and torch emitting. Redstone dust and torch emit in all directions. What do you mean all directions? Like here, I have redstone dust. It doesn't emit in all directions. Here it emits at this direction only. What do you mean? Like if I have a signal, if I have repeater here, here, and here, look at how it powers just this one. What do you mean all directions? I'm back. Hello. What's up? That's not how redstone should work. Okay, Mr. Snow. Mr. Snow. Oh, you're right. It shouldn't work like this. For this specifically, it should connect with the... Yeah, Mr. Snow, you're right. Yeah, I forgot that I didn't implement this. It should connect with the repeaters. Let's test it out. Like this, this, yeah. It should connect yeah. Then my logic works. Well, what about... Okay, it's not correct. The logic is not correct. This is an exception. I'll give you this win. Who's talking about bug rock? This is an exception. Look at this case. Look at this case. Powering blocks. Here, you have a torch. Like we are talking about, the whole discussion is on weakly and strongly powered. If it's like this, it can power it. Perfect, right? But if we have here and here, it will not do it. Here. This will not do it. Look at how redstone just gives signal in the direction it's going towards. That's what I mean. from this aspect, it's just like my clone, but here it just needs to connect. It needs to recognize this and connect with them. Yeah, this is not a redstone component. That's why you need the direction of the power. For the redstone dust, I have the direction of the power. Place just redstone and power it from top. See how soft powers everything. Yeah, if it's like this, and if we power it, it will work. Now it will work. But only if it's like this. And my clone is just like that. It gives out signal only to where this redstone is pointing towards. Just like I showed here. And that was what I meant. That was what I meant. But here it's just not connecting with this. If it connected with this, then sure, it gives out power everywhere. Your redstone ain't redstoning. Yeah, it's not complete. Like, dude, this project is like 3 weeks old. This is just 3 weeks old project. Redstone torch can power upwards? Yeah, it can. It will be 4 weeks soon. It will be 4 weeks soon. And I streamed the whole thing. Everything was streamed, the whole process. And I even made some videos about it. Yeah, here I made a video about the custom block hover, and here was the start of it, how I made Minecraft clone. And here is the first live. When we started, here we started. Streamed 3 weeks ago. This was the start of the project of Not Analytics, man. It was 3 weeks ago. Where was it? I lost it. I shouldn't have closed it. Yeah, 3 weeks ago. This was the first stream. This was the first stream when we started. And this is the Java clone. This is the Java clone. And this is how the I'll show you how it looked like. This was the project 3 weeks ago. Empty world. This was the project 3 weeks ago. Just an empty world. And after the first 7 hours, it was... Where was it? It was this empty plane. Where I was working with the MIP maps. Yeah, here. This is 3 weeks ago. The first 7 hours of work. This was 3 weeks ago. So on May 17th, and now it's 13th of June. So almost 1 month, almost 4 weeks is this project old. And it was just these grass blocks. And then we made infinite terrain. Then we added the custom block hover, then removing blocks. Then making the project endless, then adding the desert. Then adding, and here we started focusing on redstone. We started focusing on redstone 10 days ago. 10 days ago we started on redstone. We added bluestone and disco stone. We added block states. Then we completed the redstone dust. We added rails. We have rails. I added the creative inventory. We added the repeaters. These are the rails. So guys, when you give feedback, just know like this project is very early stage, like very, very early stage. Like if the complaint is about the Java clone, I can understand. Java clone was how much ago? The Java clone was, where is the main channel? Java clone was 8 months ago. 8 months ago was the Java clone. On 16th of September. More than half a year was the Java clone. Yeah, this clone. This is a couple of months of work. So, like, feedback on this project, sure, I can understand. Like, that some things are not perfect here. I can understand, but this project, like, is the plains biome even in the game? Still, all I've seen is desert. I've set it to just be the desert for now. Like, you're talking, do more talking streams. Can you? Thanks for letting me in the video. Thanks for letting me in the video. What do you mean? Where the block after turn is the Java clone made you famous? Oh, come on. The worst thing content creator can get is a popular video. Because with the next video you try to copy that same result instead of focusing on what actually matters, which is like progressing with the project. It's much more healthy for a content creator to get the same amount of views, like stable views every time, to not have a lot bigger video than the other ones. I was born in 99. Does it mean that everybody born in was stealing my ideas? Was one of the comments in your video, really? Which video? Which video? Because I put comments in almost in a lot of the videos. The one with block borders. Oh. Let me check it out. Let me check it out. This one. Not this, not this. Not this, not this. Which one? Which comment? Terraria has more content. You see the Fion video about your clone? Phoenix video. Oh man, you're at it. I've seen it. The bottom one. So next, please add inventory 3D item. This comment. Rendering and the better block hitboxes. This comment. Did you notice how every new version of Minecraft Java make it look more like Bedrock? I'm working on the next video, which is for the endless terrain. I'm a bit back on the not looking like us. I'm a bit late on the videos since we have a lot of progress since the last video. I'm still working. Here is the latest video. This is what the latest video covers. We need the next video will cover these videos, these streams, the endless terrain, and then the video after that would need to cover a redstone, and the video after that will need to cover the creative mode inventory, and we'll see about the videos after that. By then we'll have a lot more progress. Is Disco Stone still in game? This is Disco Stone. It just is tired now and is using its regular colors. Disco, it's not disco time. It becomes disco stone in a particular part of the month. I love you, the laggy Minecraft more than the buggy crash grab bugcraft. What do you mean? The last version. What different components are you planning on adding? I'm planning all the redstone components to add. I'll add all the redstone components. Well, that's the plan. We'll see what actually happens. What are you working on right now? Right now, I'm not sure what we're working on. The block hitboxes are overlapping. Is that intended? What about containers? Yeah, we need a chest. We need chests for sure and hoppers. That would be fun. Add pressure plates. Now we have buttons. Buttons are not completely done. I cannot put them on walls. And once I power them, they stay like that forever. And yeah, Mr. Snow, yeah, we need comparators. For sure. We need comparators. And the redstone dust is not perfect. Like if we give it a signal and destroy it here, it stops. And it doesn't connect with the repeater. We also need to change that. Add fun to the game. I've already added fun, at least for me. Yeah, a fog shader is a good idea. Adding fog will be very useful. Can you put lever on or buttons on top of piston or on its side? I think you can. It's not powering it. Should it? Should it power it? Should it power it? Oh, you cannot put it here. Bummer. Then it's fine. Actual shadows. How are you going to make the items in the inventory have a texture instead of being the model itself? I could do it just like in the Java clone. It's very easy. Like here, it's using the actual pixel art. And it's a 3D model with this here. Here it's a 3D model. And in the hand, it's a 3D model. But that's for the Java clone. For the redstone, like we can see, this is redstone dust. Like, I don't care about the having it in 3D. It's fine like this. I much rather, if I have 1 hour of time I can use, to use it on adding a new block instead of this feature. You can put lever on back. What do you mean? Oh, you can put it if you crouch. Interesting. Let's crouch. Oh, you're right. And it destroys it, but it gives power below. That's interesting. Oh, you can put it actually. I didn't know that. You need to crouch, but it destroys it, yeah. Add glass because redstone can climb between glass supports. Don't need to crouch when it powers gets removed. We can add glass. Let me save the buttons and I'll add glass. That will be easy. Wait a minute. Here. Buttons. Buttons. And let's add the glass. Glass. This is stained glass. I want regular one. Glass JSON. What is this? This inherits cue ball. Perfect. Models. Glass. We need to add the ID. Glass. We need to add it here. It doesn't have a block state. Glass. It's transparent and it's a full block outline. And what else? And the JSON model file name is glass JSON. And I don't want on right click anything. And let's add it in the block factory. And now we should have it in the inventory. Good night, bro. Good night, bro. If you place glass in real Minecraft. Oh, I don't have the texture. Here. Glass. And here. Like this. And what are the coordinates of the glass? Oof, I have this bad one. 96, 16. 96, 16. I need to bring back the glass I used before. Let's find the texture. Textures. Glass. Color, RGB, copy. Which layer is this? It's this one. Like this. Let's extract it. Choose file. Atlas. Export. Let's run it. Where is the glass? Not seeing it. It's glass JSON. Glass JSON. What's the issue? I'm confused. Glass, glass. IDs, glass. And it's not rendering it. I have the proper texture. Try setting transparent to false. It should be fine. Textures, Atlas. Yeah, here is the glass. And what coordinates did it use? What coordinates did it use? 96, 16. 96, 16. And is it the right name? Block glass. Oh, parenting. Man, this is so annoying. The parenting. Yeah, now it works. I need to change it to not show these textures here. Wait, why don't you make your life easier by doing the coordinates in like tiles instead of pixels? Ah, it's fine. Aspirite is showing me the coordinates. And it's showing also the tiles, sure, but yeah, you're right. It would be easier using the tile. Yeah, this is 6-1. Yeah, you're right. Tiles would be easier. My bad. I'll change here the culling. I'll change the culling. Because here when we place glass, it's different. It hides the faces in between. It culls them. And I'll do that. Where was that? Should render face. Should render. Where was it? Should draw face. Here. And let's see how I do it in Java. Should draw face. Here, if neighbor block is glass and the current block is glass. Come on, give me the block type. Oh, that was just for the positions. I need to check if it's ID. Here I've set it if they are transparent to not to render the to not cull the faces, even though it has culling. If it's transparent, because of the leaves. Because of the leaves, when you place leaves, you can, the faces are not culled. The faces are not culled here, but the glass should be culled, just like all the other blocks, even though it's transparent. Hey, what's up, Quake Arena? What's up? What are we doing? Oh, we're just messing around. We are not so focused. We're more talking with chat. But right now I'm doing the glass. I'm trying to do the glass. Let me have get block ID. Here, get ID for the block. I need to have that. ID needs to have an ID. So here, ID. Petsa, my friend, are you applying for uni here? What uni would you recommend for CS? I already graduated, man. I already graduated. Like, you're talking about Bulgaria, right? Do you think Mojang is lazy? No, they're not lazy. They're just super careful. Mojang is just extremely careful to not anger the audience because there's a lot of expectations on them. That's my opinion. I don't know anything, but what uni would you recommend for computer science? Sofia or Theo? Well, I went to Sofia, like Faculty of Mathematics and Informatics, like FEMI. I went to Sofia and I managed to get my bachelor's there, but like it takes like 4 years. The program is for 4 years, computer science. And for me, it took me more than 4 years. I don't want to say how much, but it took me more than 4 years. Just because the professors, the environment there killed all my motivation for programming. Like before I went to university, I was super excited. And when I started university in Sofia, they destroyed all of my motivation. They crushed me there. That was the worst years I had. But yeah, I learned there something. Not a lot. I learned something. Because they teach you calculus, they teach you algebra, they teach you geometry, they teach you, what was it? And the subjects themselves, the subjects are fun. The issue is not the subjects. The issue is the professors. They go there, and most of them just like don't care about the students because the room is filled with many students. They have to do 3 or 4 hours of lecture to like 200, 400 students. And if you miss something, if you don't understand something, the professor moves on. Like, sure, you can ask questions, but like they usually don't have enough time to go through the whole material. And there's like 15 weeks where every week you get like 3 or 4 hours of information for each subject. And after the 15 weeks, you have exams on that on what they have taught you. And like there's so much information, and the professors teach you in such a boring and like they go there to earn their wage. The professors, they don't give any flying shit for you. They just go there, they say their lecture, and they go out. They don't give any crap about you. And like I lost my motivation there for programming and learning. And because I lost my motivation, that's why it took me more than 4 years to graduate. But I didn't want to give up, and I didn't give up, and I managed to graduate. But it was the most inefficient thing. Instead of focusing on the subjects, if you decide, whatever university you decide to take, instead of focusing on the subjects, focus on making friends and like making new friendships. It will be, no matter how difficult the subjects are, if you have friends around you that can help you, every subject will be easy. That should be your focus: finding friends and socializing, going out, like not ignoring the friends. No matter which university, even if it's Sofia or outside of Sofia, that should be your focus in university, like socializing. Like ignore the subjects. Like you can learn outside of university. Like I learned a lot more outside of university with this Minecraft project. Like you can learn anywhere, but you cannot find those friendships outside of university. Like focus on socializing, ignore the subjects. You'll learn them whatever you want. Loki, keep seeing your streams show up in my YouTube homepage, so I'm gonna see what's up. Hello, my friend. What's up? Hello. Why did you format things like 00 instead of... I remember when I was visiting there for their introductory day, everyone was like dead inside. Yeah, yeah, everybody is like super sad there. Do you know why everybody in university is dead inside in that university? Because everybody is struggling to get their exams, and they're like super depressed because they cannot get their exams, and some of them need to repeat the years and go back, and their friends move on, but they need to stay in the same year. There are a lot of negative emotions in that university. A lot. That's why you've seen people that are very sad. How much C# do you know? None. I'm back. This message seems familiar. What did we do here? Okay, here we need to get back the ID some way. This is air. So for which university I would recommend? Whatever you pick, man. Whatever you pick. Doesn't matter. Whatever university you pick, just be sure to socialize. Doesn't matter the university. Like, I would even suggest to pick an easy university that you can easily move past it. Like, when you go to get a job, they don't care which university you have finished. They care if you can do the job. Like, the university will bring you to the interview, but your skills and knowledge will take you the job. Like, the difficult university just gets you the interview. That's the only benefit. But you need to have the skills and what actually required. Because if you cannot solve the questions they have, even if you're from Harvard, if you cannot solve their easy questions, you're out. This is the anvil. I remember seeing there a dude that was from my school but a year older, and he looked like his entire family. Yeah, you're in the... yeah. Yeah, that's the university. That's the university. That describes the university quite well. That's accurate. Cactus. This is the cactus. You can just vibe code, bro. Okay, bro. This is the dandelion. This is the grass. In university, I remember I didn't sleep for 3 days couple of times. Even though university is difficult and sad and depressing, it has an end. Everybody can manage to finish university no matter how difficult. This is dead bush. But sometimes it's not worth it to finish it. Sometimes it's not worth it. Sometimes it's best to switch to something else, but that depends on your situation. Everybody's situation is different. For my situation, when I was close to dropping out, like I was on my 7th year for my 4-year education, like everybody in my situation would start thinking that something is wrong here. I've been close to dropping out a lot of times, but what kept me going was... well, should I mention it? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. This is the grass block. This is the oak leaves. This is the oak log. This is the poppy. You're one of the few people that actually finished Femi. Impressive, thank you. Yeah, but it took me 7 years and the degree is 4 years. You start telling story and at the peak you stop and give us the cliffhanger. Like, do you want to know? Vibe coding doesn't bring you enlightenment. This is the stone. Back in our times, fixing a bug gave you a... Come on, man. This is not a place to talk about that. Like, do you know my audience is from all kinds of ages? Vibe coding is for people with terminal skill issue. Managers dream, but AI will replace managers first, actually. Well. This is the sand. This is the torch. Do better next time, just couldn't find the word. Yeah, just be mindful of the other viewers watching. This is the redstone dust. We are doing this just for we need this for the one specific reason. I think most people go in that anyway. We need this for one specific reason. Think you should start making Roblox. Okay, now we started on vibe coding, talking. This is piston template. Yo, super chat, thank you, man. I'm a go now. Good luck with your project, my friend. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I'll like it and I'll heart it. Thank you, man. Thank you for being here and watching. That's completely enough. Just watching and being here. Bye, Bunny. It's with it. How can you be so serious at 11 p.m.? What do you mean? Vibe coding's attempt. I can write with Cloud better than you, so just start vibe coding. What do you mean? This is the piston. It needs to activate the piston template. And here I need the ID to be piston. Like this. Like this. Sticky piston, and this is piston head. This is lever. I don't get why people vibe code. There is when AI came to popularity, a lot of people, when they started using it, realized they don't like programming, and they just started only vibe coding. Like, you can notice it. Some people, once they saw vibe coding, and they're like, oh, finally, I don't need to program. Like, do you get me? That's my understanding. button of here we need stone button button template. Oak button. And finally the glass. AI should have been used as a tool. Yeah, but what's the point of hiring such people? In that case, you just pay Anthropic their sub and don't hire. I'm currently doing AI voice orchestrator. What does that mean? What is AI voice orchestrator? Now we can finally go in the sub chunk here and check if the ID is glass and if the current block ID is glass, then to return false, like this. And so now finally the glass acts like glass, like this. Look how you can see behind it. You don't see the other glass. Now I think about it, web dev is so not so fun, to put it lightly, that maybe it's really better to let cloud reply. Oh my god. For me, web dev wasn't fun. But the only job positions you can find is web dev. Like most of them. Front end, back end, that's where the money is. And I was like, I want a position like this where I game develop. And so I'm trying to make it myself, this position with YouTube. I'm trying to make my own position that doesn't exist. And no matter how much of work it will take, no matter how much people around me are saying that I'm stupid, that just get a job, like even though I get all of that, I'm still like, I want to know that I've tried, that I've given it my best. I want to know that I've given it my best. No matter what the result is, I'll be satisfied if I've given it my all. That's why I'm doing so many streams. That's why I push myself. Do you live with your parents or no? Yeah, for now with my parents, but I really want to move out, but it's not possible. If I move out, I have to stop working on this project, and I want to continue to work on this project. There's no other way. I have to go to the capital, and if I start the programming job, I'll have to do 8 hours every day, and after work I'll be too tired to work on my project. Like, this is the only way to do it. Like, I've thought of so many other approaches, and I cannot think of another way to do this. Do they apply pressure on you or chill? Not sure. Neutral. 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 At the end of the day, it's my life. I decide what actions I'm going to take. It's my decisions. Oh, good luck. I hope you make it. Yeah, thank you, man. Even if I decide to be under the bridge, it's my decision. It will be quite cold there and an awful experience, but yeah, we have glass now. We have glass. You won't have internet. Yeah, you're right. I won't have internet. Oh, color glass will be impossible, man. Do you know why? Color glass will be impossible. It's because of the tint. Like, it makes it extremely difficult. Because it's not fully transparent, it's semi-transparent. It makes it a lot harder. You have to have blending of colors. You have to order everything around you when you draw it. You have plans on working on your game in the future. After this Redstone project, I'll do my own game, which will be heavily inspired by Redstone. After this project will be my own game. That will be heavily inspired. Here the goal is to implement Redstone, like Factorio. I don't know, we'll see. But the idea for this project is to have Redstone fully working so that we can implement complicated contraptions. And once we have complicated contraptions, this will be a stress test of the system. Does it work? Like those popular YouTuber videos that they make complicated redstone contraptions. If I manage to make them work, in my game, that will be the success. That's the goal. Is it possible to port Minecraft, Java, Redstone complicated contraptions here? That will be the stress test. If I manage to do it, that's a success. And that's when I'll move to my own original game that's heavily inspired by Redstone. The whole game will be just Redstone. We placed a lot of glass. We for sure would have passed a chunk edge. Like, we placed a lot of glass. This should have been a chunk edge somewhere. Like, we should have gotten a chunk edge somewhere. Well, would you look at the time? We're close to 3 hours. I procrastinated long enough. Let's summarize the stream and I'll end it. Even in Minecraft, translucency is not perfect. It's actually really terrible. Let's summarize the stream. We didn't manage to do a lot in this stream. We mostly talked about everything but Minecraft. Do you remember my particle video? Yeah, I remember it. You gave me tips how to improve my videos. I made the next part. Oh, really? Yeah, I want to see that. And then I'll do the summary. I want to see that. I remember the command box. Let's check it out. Which one is it? Oh, this one. Remaking Minecraft in Java. Let's check it out. Is there a voiceover? No, okay. Welcome back to Remaking Minecraft in Java. Oh, you have water? Cave game. That's what Notch called it. Is this your entity? Was that an entity? Welcome back to Remaking Minecraft. My code is horrible. I don't care about the explanation. I want to see the clone. I don't care about this part. I want to see the clone. First things first, I added block mining animation. Nice. Cool. And textures to the part. Yeah, my favorite part is the particles. I really like the particles. Instance rendered. The physics are simple point. Unique. There's a lot of text, man. I have to pause the video. Unique textures per particle. Okay, this is too long. This is too long. Added fluids, nice. Clearly lava. This is lava? Whoa, it's traveling really fast. This is auto optimized version. It's filling up the whole world. What else? Your FPS tanks when it's traveling the world. But when it's not tanking to 30, it's very good FPS. Faster fluid block tick speed. I don't know what that means. Oh, it happens instantly. It happens instantly. What's this? Item block model rendering test. Oh, the item drops. Sure. Structures, sure. I don't care about this structure. What else? What else? This is insane structure. What else? I saw glowstone. What else? Again on particles. Oh, the entities. Why are the entities blocks that you can hit? What else? I plan to add mine elevators to the game. I don't know what mine elevators is. Yeah, nice. Interesting. Thank you, man. That's really nice. In real Minecraft, entities aren't just mobs. They're basically everything that moves. Even blocks have... Yeah. Let's do a summary and we'll end the stream. Let's do a summary on what happened. What did we do today? We completed the redstone block. It gives signal and removes it. Hopefully there's not too many blocks to implement because the creative menu would need more space. We'll just have a scroll wheel. We finished the redstone block. It gives and removes signal. We added buttons. Which you can press, but they cannot go back to their previous state, and you cannot place them on walls. They are very simplified and they don't give signal. And we added glass, and we made it so you can look through the glass. It doesn't show it has cooling inside the glass. What else did we do? Did we do anything else, or is just that for 3 hours? Very inefficient. And we talked a lot about all kinds of other stuff. We were mostly talking about stuff. Pistons? Oh, pistons! I forgot. This was the most important part. I completely forgot the pistons. The pistons can move blocks. Let's use the lever. Where is the lever? Lever. And the pistons, this piston just moves it. And we added the sticky piston, which moves the block back and forth. And I think that's about it. Yeah, that's it. And it moves a single block. Now it's gone. And if we put here the redstone powered block, it duplicates it. Yeah, that's a special feature. Oh, we made a lot of progress with redstone. Thank you. Wouldn't the 2x2 door already work? No, we don't have strongly powered blocks and weakly powered blocks. We don't have that. Yeah, but that's it for today, and thank you guys for watching, and I'll end the stream. Bye guys.